Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Cyberknights. And let me introduce our DM, Mr. DM Dave Spade. Oh!
Yes, I am DM Dave. You can find me at Dave's World Games on Instagram, or you can check us out on Sputter Media on Facebook. We do have a Facebook page. We're also working on building up our Discord. So if you guys are looking forward to being able to interact with all of your favorite sputterers and fellow fans, stay tuned and look for the invite links to those channels. That being said, I'm going to get to introducing the rest of the Cyberknights crew. But before that, we usually have a question that we ask, kind of a getting to know you question, and I'm going to just riff off of what we were just talking about in chat right before going to air, the new Good Burger 2 movie. Just like because of how ridiculous it is of a conversation to bring on, I'm going to bring it in to the audience here. And so the question related to that Good Burger 2 movie conversation we were having is, what is a ridiculous movie that should not get a sequel, but you want to see a sequel to it? That's the question. And I will answer that question specifically. I wouldn't say it's a ridiculous movie, and maybe ridiculous movie is not the right way to go, but just a movie that you really think should get a sequel. Let's just stick with that. I'm going to go with Fight Club, because Chuck Palahniuk did actually do a Fight Club 2 graphic novel, and I would love to see that graphic novel reimagined on the silver screen. I know there's a lot of people who would probably be like, no, don't do a sequel to Fight Club. Well, bitch, the writer already did one, so fuck you. All right, let's go to Mr. Nobody Mark, my man in the chair. Tell him who you are, where they can find you, and what's your answer to the question, what movie do you think you really want to see a sequel to?
I am Mark. You can oftentimes find me in the kitchen. And as far as sequels, they made it already. I hate to say it, but it was Scott Pilgrim Saves the World.
They haven't made a sequel to that.
Yeah,
they made an animated series.
I know,
it's
and
not a sequel,
but it's so good. It feels like it's a
Does
spiritual sequel. Yes.
I thought it focused on like more of the manga stuff.
No, it's a completely new story.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then I did not know that and have to add something to my watch list.
Yeah, buddy.
That's it. That's the secret here. I'm really just like picking your guys' brains to fucking fill out my watch list because my kids are gone for the next 5 days. All right, let's kick it over to Joe, Snack King Joe. Tell them who you are, where they can find you, and what movie do you think needs a sequel?
What's up, everybody? It's your favorite person / character, Joe / EM Spurts. You can find me anywhere on the internet as Snack King. A movie I would love to see a sequel to is my favorite movie of all times, and they left it open for a wonderful, wonderful sequel, and no one's touched it since then, but Big Trouble in Little China.
Oh,
that is a great movie.
Oh, man, that's a good pull.
What Jack Burton always says.
Man, I mean, and it's like one of those ones where they set up the sequel and they never touched it, like you said, but then they went and like didn't even try to set up a sequel in Escape from New York with Kurt Russell, but they still went ahead and did Escape from LA, even though it didn't really need a sequel. It was still awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, just fanboying with you there. I love it. I'm a huge Kurt Russell fan for sure. All right, let's kick it over to Vile Violet. You weren't here with us last week. You were sitting in the wings. So let's hear your beautiful voice. Come and talk to us. Tell them who you are, where they can find you, and what movie do you think needs a sequel?
I'm back. I'm in action. I play Vile Violet. I'm the group's media. I go by Bailey. You can find me on Instagram at FloralGypsy25. And a movie that I think needs a sequel, although I know we're never going to get it, is The Labyrinth. But specifically, I want it to be like The Labyrinth 2, Ludo's Journey.
That one did get a sequel also in graphic novel form, and I know that because I bought my ex-wife a copy at Comic-Con.
I've never read it, and I will never get to see it because David Bowie, sadly.
Oh, I know. Yeah. Well, they could still do a sequel and replace Bowie, or they could do a prequel and make a younger Bowie-esque Goblin King, you know?
Goblin King doesn't have to be involved if it's just the story of Ludo like I want.
That's true. That's true. That's true. All right, fantastic. And let's kick it over to our man Legion, the former lawman who just keeps getting shot, so he quit the force. Go ahead and tell them who you are and where they can find you, Legion. And what is your answer to the sequel question?
I am Sancho. No, really. You can find me just about anywhere as Nagatsu_Seiken, Nagatsu11, Nagatsu Seiken, any variation thereof. And if you caught the reference at the very beginning, you know exactly where this is going. I want to see a fucking Orgasmo 2.
I knew that's where this was headed as soon as you said, I am Sancho. Here's the thing, though. I'm with you, but if Trey Parker and Matt Stone were gonna do another live action movie, I want them to do a live action Book of Mormon long before I want them to do a fucking sequel to Orgasmo. That is my response to that. Like, I'm not saying I don't want a sequel to Orgasmo, but I want a live action Book of Mormon long before I fucking see that shit.
I honestly, I would be happy with either, but for me, I would be happy with an Orgasmo movie revolving entirely around Sancho and or Dave.
No. Because if they're gonna do a sequel, if they were gonna do a sequel, it would be getting Joe's wife involved in the shit. That would be a sequel. Like, I'm just saying, like, if that's the plot that writes itself. You got to bring the wife, the former Molly Mormon wife, into this wild world that they were in.
Perfectly with the director effectively becoming neutered man.
Yeah, they did actually set it up for a sequel with Neutered Man. That's right. Yeah, that's true. Okay, cool. And then last but not least, we've got our rocker boy Banshee. Go ahead and tell them who you are and where they can find you and your answer to the sequel question.
Hello, chat. I'm your resident rocker boy and professional wizard every other Saturday, which is coming up. Be sure you can check me out on my Twitter handle at TVJade and go check out our brand new Sputter Media Twitter account.
Thank you. Thank you for plugging that. Yes.
I want it. Keanu Reeves wants it. I want my goddamn John Constantine sequel.
Yeah, buddy.
Yes. Yep. Oh my God. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, there was actually an interview. I remember he was in an interview and somebody asked, like, what character would he really like to do again? And Constantine was his answer.
Yeah, he bought the rights, actually.
Oh shit! I did not hear about that. Really?
Bought the rights for sure.
Yeah. I mean, that's so fucking Keanu.
Would they bring back Shia LaBeouf?
I mean, wait. I would think so. Shia LaBeouf being his little protege, I would say if they did do a sequel, he would have to be in it, right?
I thought he was canceled.
I thought Shia's character dies in the movie.
Just a little. Oh, I thought does his character die in the movie?
Yeah.
I mean, he gets tossed around by that demon, so.
Yeah, you see him at the very end sitting atop his gravestone as an angel.
Oh, that's right. God, I haven't seen that one in forever. All right, like I said, I've populated my watch list for the week. All right, so let's go ahead and get into our recap of the last session. Who wants to take that recap for 20 IP?
I think Yam needs to do it. Or you want to do it, Legion?
Do we want to
wait. We did also, we forgot our Dubby plug. And
there you go.
Yeah, We forgot our W plug. Thank you. Our corporate overlords must be sated. And I think Vile, weren't you working on a little something? I'm not sure if the Black Friday thing is still going. Let me double check.
So I was waiting for you to tell me whether the Black Friday thing was going or not. So technically, no, I haven't done it because I was waiting for an answer.
Okay, give me a second. Because here's the thing: is it's Black Friday, but then it became Cyber Monday, so there might be like a Cyber Monday deal now, is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
So hold on.
She spent 10 hours on the California highway.
Dude,
I don't
I'm
think
sorry.
she's going to be
do that.
doing. Yeah, she's not going to be doing any rap battles.
Okay, yeah, no. I wasn't asking for a rap battle, but no, we don't have any new promo codes. These seems like the Black Friday deal is done. They don't have anything continuing for Cyber Monday. So once again, we are just advertising our own coupon code Purple Nurple so that you can help support us by buying this fantastic energy drink. But I do want to ask Vile Violet if you want to, I'm sure you got something to say.
About Dubby?
You sure?
Okay. I do have much to say, actually. Mixing it with seltzer is fantastic, but I'm going to tell you right now, a Dubby and vodka keeps you going.
If you want to drink my Dubby, you have got
if
to
you want
see.
to be, yeah, exactly. But if you want to be hydrated, I fully recommend mixing Monkey Madness with your vodka. Because
it's almost like a daiquiri then at that point, right?
It's so good.
No, you need to be
about blending it with ice.
daiquiri.
That would be delicious. Actually,
yeah, do it with rum. Do Monkey Madness with rum, and you basically got yourself a strawberry banana daiquiri, huh?
It's real.
Like, and just fucking blend it with some ice, and you can like slurp that shit like a well, it's winter time, but think about this for the summer, folks.
Or if you want to pregame before you're going to a show or going out for the night.
Oh yeah.
Just about any flavor is delicious if you want to pour just a tiny bit of powder in just the vodka or gin shot itself and then shoot it. You don't even need
I do that too. I put a little bit of the powder into like whiskey on the rocks sometimes, and just like give my whiskey on the rocks a little Dubby flavor and a little pick me up at the same time.
I know W is for hydration and energy, but sometimes we like to have a little boozy day.
I mean, this is totally a what I call quote unquote Vegas drink and would fit perfectly in Sin City Cyberknights if that ever returned. Of course.
Well, make sure it does.
All right. So we were there's our corporate blah blah blah, and we got through all that bullshit intro in 15 minutes. I'm happy about that. So let's get into our recap. And I think Joe got voluntold.
Yeah, Joe, go for it.
I thought Legion said he was doing it.
I don't think he did. I distinctly remember somebody saying Joe has to do it.
I think nobody said that Joe has to do it, but
then
realistically,
Legion kind of splurted out something. I don't know what it was.
I could do it.
Point out the lack of the W plug.
Oh,
yeah, he was just pointing out the lack of the fact that we forgot our W plug.
So that means we're back to Yam. Back to Yam and Chopper 5.
Yeah, sorry. I'm drawing a big old goose egg right now about what happened last session.
Well, that's because half the session you were like finishing up your day job.
That's true. You did get. Oh, yeah. You had to come out. Why did you suggest him? I forgot that he had to fucking dip out for a second.
I have a mean streak. That's why.
Oh, that's right. So let us go ahead and exclude Joe from the volunteer list, but I do like recap from somebody. And while you're recapping, man, Vile, you made me want to add some goddamn W to my whiskey. So stand by. I'm gonna let you riff on the recap while I go refill my drink.
Legion, you or Banshee,
just do the recap if you guys want. Like, I'm cool with it.
Did you watch the session?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Go for it then. Go for it.
All right. I selfishly would like to start with that Dave asked a question last week that I didn't get to answer about cinematic music and that you love or that inspired you or whatever. And nobody answered Phil Collins' Tarzan, so I just wanted to point that out. That would have been my answer.
Oh,
anything soundtrack
that
for Tarzan
has a special place in my heart. That's a special place.
And then to continue, no one wanted to give the recap, so the group kind of did a recap, even though Legion agreed to do the recap for 10 extra IP. The recap happened. The crew needed someone inconspicuous to get into, I forgot what the bar's called, it's somewhere lower in my notes. And then Nobody and Butterfly, I believe, rolled the check where they realized that Meryl was the perfect way to get us in because she can disguise herself as anybody. So we talked about infiltrating the place's caterers and realized we would need to find out where to get the in as caterers into this party, and figured out that their catering group was ran by the All Foods Corporation. So everybody decided they wanted to go and see if they could figure out what's going on with All Foods and if they could get in there. Solo walked around the All Foods building when everybody got there after getting over the bridge, and went towards the homeless camp instead of going towards, started going towards All Foods and then turned towards the homeless camp. She stopped and started talking to Cookie, who had a seizure in front of her, and then Nobody at that time had decided that he wanted to figure out if Solo was okay because she'd been gone for a long time, and walked over to where Solo and Cookie were, and ended up helping Cookie with his seizures by updating his software and reprogramming it so that he wasn't malfunctioning anymore. At which point we found out that Cookie was once a corporate slave for Arasaka, and he hates that company. And that just so happens to be the company that the Cyberknights is going after right now. So he volunteered to help if we needed him to get into any shenanigans.
Absolutely.
And
then
did I miss anything until
you
that
missed
part?
Well,
that's
you
the beginning.
definitely got
That's the beginning.
Yeah, that's where things started. But there's definitely more that happened. But how about we just kick the ball over to Mr. Nobody to fill in some gaps, or just take over from where she left off.
You okay with that, Vile?
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, basically, after I jacked into Cookie, and we had a quick cigarette afterwards. I kind of looked at him and kind of said that, hey, you know what? Just be ready for anything. We could use some help. And I went and introduced myself to the guards at the front door and said that we were part of a community outreach and that these people were sick and we might need some help. Had some crappy roles, had some good roles, and ultimately with Butterfly's help and Legion's help, we managed to convince the guards that Cookie was deathly ill and that he needed emergency attention. And so we managed to get inside the building. While all this was happening, across the street, Banshee makes himself a new fan by finding somebody who's a big music fan and happens to recognize him. And he ends up getting, he passes some story how his band wants to use the All Foods warehouse as a set for an upcoming music video. And so he ends up getting escorted.
Now, I just want to remind our audience that the form of music videos, this would be a brain dance recording, right?
Of course,
that's
yes.
that's the new media, right? People don't watch movies on TV; they experience them in their own mind through brain dance recordings.
You're talking to somebody who has a brain dance recorder in his cerebellum. Okay, so anyway, but Banshee gets his way inside. Shortly afterwards, Yam follows and, introduces himself to the other remaining guard and says, you know what, have you seen this guy? I'm his manager. He jumped the gun. I need to go catch up with him. Can you kind of bring me in so I can catch up? Again, through sheer luck and decent rolls, he gets in. So both him and Banshee are already in. We get in on the other side, and Legion, don't ask me how, but proceeds to scare the crap out of all these guards, saying that you have you have to have some like what is that, some germ inhibitor or something like that, and
He convinced everybody that it was a
meningitis, spinal
yeah,
meningitis.
it was that was some kind of contagious, I think he did say spinal meningitis,
And
but
he scared
some
the
kind of
crap out of everybody.
contagious thing, and was able to convince everybody just back the fuck off and let you guys do what you did.
So we ended up Banshee noticed was the first one to notice the lockers with the uniforms in them. And then as we came in, Legion kind of nudged me and pointed over to the lockers. And so while he was keeping the guards busy, I kind of, moseyed my way down and started trying to, do some lock picking with horrible success.
Oh my god. Lock picking fucking episode. Oh my god.
And I ended up using my Wolvers more than my lock picking skills.
That is true. You started ripping lockers open.
But we got the uniforms we needed. Plus, I got my toque, which I'm happy. Very happy. So, and then we also got the keys that were in the key panel for all the fleet, the cars. And so I just kind of dumped all the keys in Butterfly's hands and said, "Go find us a car." And so she went off to do that. And so, timing wise, we only had one incident with a drone, and by the time the drone was like on its way to look at me, I had my pants down, pretending to be changing my uniform, and Legion had some sort of microwave ready to zap him, and got him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he had his microwaver, which is really good for frying drone circuits.
So between
or
all
just
of that,
any cyberware in general,
the Banshee yells at the guards. As soon as he heard the thing with the illness, saying, I can't lose my voice. This is my money machine. So he convinces the guards to escort them out the other exit. So we managed to we hear engine revving outside, and we managed to get into the van that Butterfly procured for us, and we got the heck out of there.
In the military, the term we used was acquired. And oh man, I've got a fun story, but it would take up way too much airtime if I told it. But there's definitely a fun story about, I'll just give the Cliff's Notes here really quick. I got shot in the ass. I was a driver, and I got shot in the ass. Literally, this was my first Purple Heart. First Purple Heart. That's a weird word to say. But my first Purple Heart, I got shot in the ass, and my TC, when we got to the base where I was getting treated and everything, and blah blah blah, the orders were I still had to fucking drive. They still needed me as a driver after they sewed my ass shut, and well, not sewed my ass shut, but sewed my wound shut, and they didn't give me any Vicodin or any real painkillers to speak
because you
of,
had to be alert,
because I had to drive. So all they gave me was freaking like a bottle of 800 milligram ibuprofen, but my TC was a fucking amazing person, and he acquired an extra seat cushion from a Marine Humvee that had been left unlocked. Nice. So that when I had to drive back to our base on my fucking wound, I was slightly better cushioned on my. No, I wouldn't say I was riding in style, but I had a little extra cushion for that pushing.
Very cool. Very cool.
Anyway, yeah, like I said, we called that in the military acquiring, and yes, we acquired from each other sometimes. That's the joke of the story is he straight up stole from a Marine Humvee because I was Army, and I know Mark is going to be like, "Fuck you, you stole from Marines, you motherfucker."
I don't care.
I mean, come on. I probably needed that seat cushion way more than that Marine did.
Yes. On behalf of the USMC, I bequeath retroactively the cushion to you.
Oh, yes, thank you. We have officially been granted, like, retroactively, that cushion was legit, ladies
Yes,
and gentlemen.
definitely.
My ass deserved the extra
No more
oomph.
sleepless nights worrying about all of the upset Marines.
I mean, I kinda. All right, so that brings us to slightly the present, not exactly the present, because while you guys were going to All Foods to rip off that warehouse, we had Vile Violet and Meryl just kind of chilling at the safe house. So Vile Violet is so we're gonna find out what was happening at the safe house while you guys were doing your shit.
Okay, so Vile Violet is very curious, and she would like to talk to Meryl while she's sitting there with her, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Mousy,
Yes.
do you care if I look at your suit?
I mean, you guys are trying to help me figure out a way to get this off of me, so I don't see why not.
Cool.
I do want you
Violet-
to give me a persuasion check just to
I'm into that.
attach a roll to this. I'm indicating that she doesn't see why not, i.e. the DV on this is low. Yep, 18 will cut it.
Cute.
So she goes ahead and just lays on Butterfly's little med table here and lets you take a look.
Okay. I just want to find out and take notes about, like, what kind of metals are used in this, what company might because I'm trying to figure out what company might manufacture those metals. Maybe take a look at the wiring if it's exposed in some points where I can see it. If I can't see it, like it's buried under hardware and it's going to be something I would rip apart, I don't want to do that. But if I can use a screwdriver to take it apart to look closer, I want to do that.
You absolutely cannot use a screwdriver to take it apart.
That's fair.
That's a non-starter. Oh, excuse me, hiccups.
Why I wasn't assuming, I was asking.
Yeah. So what you can do is give me a cyber tech roll.
Cute. Cyber tech. I'm fully using luck on this.
Oh, we gotta reset our luck.
Please do remember to reset your luck. I know I sent a message out when we were doing our pre-chat, but okay, with a 14, you are able to learn so much about what you cannot learn.
That's fair.
You are able to see exactly how the matrix of the suit, its control unit, is fused to Meryl/Mousie's cerebellum. You can see literally like just any interference whatsoever with the tech itself. You're able to determine it would kill her. At least as far as your understanding of technology is concerned.
Okay, then based on what the material of the suit is made out of, do I know anything about manufacturing companies who might make those materials? And or are there serial numbers on any of the parts of the suit?
It is a prototype. There is no serial number. I will give you that 14 would reveal that information. There is no serial number. It's a prototype. As far as who manufactures the individual metallurgic components, that's, there's all kinds of companies that mine and supply metallurgical components. However, this was absolutely 100% an Arasaka prototype, and there are some things in the prototype itself, in the suit itself, that would indicate that it is proprietarily Arasaka's.
Could I do a library search on companies that I know would work with Arasaka or possibly might know work with Arasaka to try to find more information about where the suit mechanics were derived from?
All right, give me that library search. That library search is able to help you determine that the list of people that work with Arasaka that fits the parameters that you are requesting is incredibly extensive.
Okay.
I.e., you know, they probably sourced materials from a lot of different places.
So truthfully, the easiest way to get more information about the suit and get more sources for a possible thing that I want to do would be to talk to this doctor that we're looking for anyways.
I don't want to say that you can't learn more information because you can. But what you just said is also accurate. There are ways for you to still learn more. But you are correct as far as Arasaka's direct involvement. Yes, L. Heinrich is probably somebody who would need to fill in a lot of gaps.
Okay. Do I have any... No, I don't want to do that. Never mind. I'm not going to talk to other people about it because I don't necessarily want to leak any sources or anything like that. So, and I definitely don't want to get myself found in our safe house.
I mean, without a roll, that was a wise decision. I will share with you over the table, and this should feed into the paranoia that I want your characters to have. I am looking for anything that you guys might do that might reveal your position to an enemy. That is definitely something I, as a DM, am actively looking for in this situation. Why hide it?
Okay. Then I would like to say that if I continue to do research on any of these companies that I found linked to Arasaka that might have something to do with it, i.e. making phone calls in my downtime or doing any other kind of research contact-wise.
You start making contacts
with a VPN that's hidden or something.
Well, yes, but you don't have the Netrunner capabilities to mask yourself that way.
That's fair enough.
Because yes, what you could mask yourself and do further inquiries, but you're not a Netrunner. So
but
that's
I could hide my phone number if I was calling out to somebody on my agent, right?
You don't know how to do that. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's not in your skill set.
Fair enough.
Well, I mean, let me renege that slightly. You could make an electronic security check to try and mask yourself. It's not your primary skill set. And I'm guessing you don't have a really high electronic security.
Not necessarily, no.
Yeah. So, I'm not going to say you can't make the roll or the attempt, but yes, failure would be definitely alerting people to your presence, which is something that the group as a whole has decided to try and avoid.
Absolutely. Okay. Then I've done as much research as I can do at this time without totally probing and prodding at Meryl, and I don't want to do that. So.
All right. Well, then at this time, we have Butterfly, who was driving the truck, and I don't know who was in the passenger seat. We never really established that. But Butterfly, Legion, Nobody, and Banshee are now arriving with their stolen All Foods truck, which is parked right here.
Mm-hmm.
Why are there two Mr. Nobodies?
Because I had to put
Because you had to make the chef's hat. You made the chef's hat token. I was wondering, like, I threw it that out as a joke, and you like actually did it, so I love it.
It's me. It's the chef of the future.
So Mr. But Nobody like rolls in just wearing an all foods uniform. That's the first thing that you see, Vile, is Mr. Nobody just rolling in with an all foods uniform.
Of course, it's open like deeply down into my chest and stuff.
Oh yeah. He's wearing it open so that the abs are showing off.
I say, "Hello, love. This is Chef Nobody. I'm here to inspect your kitchen."
Oh my god. I don't know. Like, what's the role for innuendo?
Good lord, the hair is fucking terrible.
You know what? I want a wardrobe and style check. That's what I want. Mr. Nobody comes in, and I want a wardrobe and style check.
Oh my god.
Do that net one. It's Jake.
Oh, 16, not bad.
So 16, yeah. Mr. Nobody comes in rocking like he looks like a hot chef.
Hello. What do you do with those spices, love? Keep them out of there.
And of course, you have your little kitchenette unit here if you wanted to do anything else with that.
Yeah, I start whisking some like tap water.
You start whisking some tap water. Oh my god!
What are you making for us tonight, Chef?
I want an acting. Give me an acting check on that one.
Somewhere in the world, Chef Ramsay is rolling in his grave.
Oh, that's an only 11.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that like everybody just looks at this and is thinking it's ridiculous as shit.
I'll be grading you on this, love.
So everybody sees as you enter, you see Meryl just kind of laying out on Butterfly's little med table. And Yam, are you joining us? Or do you need me to move your token? What's up?
Is he even there?
Is Yam with us?
Sorry, I am IRL still in transit. There was a huge detour on the highway. But yes, could you just move me inside, please?
No problem. So all of you arrive to see Vile Violet, and she is going over to the best of her ability an examination of the suit, and you do walk in watching her do that.
Does she was there when I jacked in before to try and get some information, wasn't she? Her
She might have been
there.
Her character might have been there, but I don't know if Bailey was with us when that happened.
I think I was.
In spirit.
But I was trying to see if I could find out more, dig deeper.
Mm-hmm.
The way a true news hound would.
I look at her and I say, "Now remember, love, when you're the sous chef, you have to listen to what I tell you. I don't want any guff, you hear me?"
One of the things I do want to say to Vile Violet, though, is if you were to publish a story about this suit, involving this suit, then you have collected one piece of evidence for your credibility.
Plus all the other evidence I collected before.
Correct. I'm saying this just added one more piece of evidence for you if you are building a story about the suit.
I was just kidding. I'm going to pay for your Culinary Academy scholarship. Just to let you know that.
All right, Chef. I put my hands up. What are we making?
We're making a plan. A plan.
Yes.
You know. Yes.
And that is where we get to. You basically have all of the pieces of your plan in place, or at least acquired. So how are you going to progress? How are you going to approach the Mechaheart from with what you have acquired to do so?
Well, since
We have the
Yam-
uniforms.
Yep, go for
We
it.
have the van.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have a plan? Or do we have a time of when we're supposed to arrive?
Well, Meryl's going to be impersonating Dr. Frankenfooter.
Your plan was for Meryl to impersonate El Heinrich, yes?
Yes.
Okay. And then you also have the catering angle. So I definitely need to know how you are applying these resources.
Do we have a cart to bring in the catered food?
You have the truck. You stole a fucking truck.
No, but I mean a cart from the truck to the Mechaheart.
There's all that stuff is in the truck.
All the accoutrements should be on the truck. Otherwise, it's a horrible company, and I'm taking it over and redoing it. But I think our best course of action is, since I am a person of reputation, I should go in with Heinrich, and the rest of you should come in as caterers. But I just had a thought. What the fuck do we do if we walk in and he's there, and then it's just a face-off? Do we just start a shootout? Because I think we should go in.
I
super hot.
would not dissuade you from coming up with contingencies. That is my response.
Well, I was going to say we could have Meryl.
If he's there and we walk in with an exact replica of him, I think he's going to know what that replica is. And if he sees that and he knows that, then he can probably surmise that while we may be after him, we're not necessarily interested in harming him.
It's 50-50. Either he goes, all right, they're not Sokka, I'm cool, or he goes, oh shit, it's Sokka, and goes full panic mode. I think if we're gonna go in, we got to go non-lethal. So we need, definitely your microwave emitter, sleep darts, whatever. I don't know. I'm not the gun guy at Legion. That's your job.
I've got my frag grenades. I'm good.
No. Someone smack him. We need like a net gun or something. We need to go in with the thought of, we're capturing this guy. We're using the truck to get him out. We got to ditch the truck somewhere and then come back in a different vehicle. We got to make sure we're not taking that back to the base. 100%. I think we can sell it to somebody. That's my gift.
You just want money for your plan.
We need a lot of money for the plan.
He cannot. You can't fault him for trying to incorporate aspects of this mission with what he wants to do.
Oh yes, I can.
You can. You're right. I can't.
Nobody. I told you. The more money we spend now, the more money we make later. You're not going to need another job when we're done with this. And if you do, it means you have a gambling problem. And I think
you mean I can have my own kitchen?
You can have your cake and eat it too. Yes, whatever metaphor you'd like.
Oh,
nobody moves to Sin City, gambles away his entire fortune that Yam earned for him.
Look at Yam. I guess he's just doing this now.
Bathroom door, hoping butterfly comes out.
Well, the thing is, the reason I was asking about the carts is I was going to say Meryl and or Vile could be like inside one of the carts, or if we have more than one cart, we could. And then if we need Meryl to come out as Dr. Frankenfooter, we can just tap her on the shoulder and she can come out if there's a problem, and then Yam, you could just look important, and I'll look like I own the place too, because I am Chef Ramsay Nobody.
Why would you look like you own the place if you're coming in as a caterer?
Well,
it's the abs.
Because I'm pretentious.
Oh, that's right.
All right, so let's take half of my plan, half of nobody's plan. We go in nobody's way. We definitely go in with capture in mind to try and find Heinrich. Sub-B plan, he's not there. We need to gather as much information about him as we can. They're referring to it as a salon, so I'm guessing. I don't know. Do they have like lockers at salons? So you have like a private booth? I don't know how it works. My people come to me.
Give me a library search check, Yam. If you're trying to learn that
Excellent.
information.
Yeah, can you do that for me? Because I'm still
Oh
trying.
shit! You goddamn
It's
driving
okay.
motherfucker.
No luck. No luck. Just a straight roll.
Just straight roll. Okay.
Are the cards.
You got a 14, and that 14 does clue you into the fact that salons are more about social interaction for intellectuals, and that's why they're calling it a salon.
Also, Plan C is if things start heading south, Banshee and Legion should start having a raucous discussion about the neurological implications of sensory overload while managing bioelectric photosensitivity in the medulla oblongata.
I think what he's trying to say is pass yourself as pretentious assholes like himself.
Yep.
Do we have
I
to
see.
do we have to roll like education checks or anything like that?
No, I'm pretty sure we already know that nobody is that fucking pretentious.
That would be like a diversion.
I'm a pretty good actor. I could probably pull that off.
And I've got sleep grenades.
Well, enough $5 words, and you'll put everybody to sleep.
Well, here's what I'm gonna say as a GM is I am ready to insert you guys into the Mechaheart as soon as you tell me your plan. And it definitely still feels like there is y'all need to figure this plan out together because it's not set yet.
I'm handing everybody their uniform.
Yes.
Okay.
Everybody who is going to be part of the catering crew will have a uniform. You guys, you got enough uniforms for everybody to be catering crew if you wanted to just go in straight. We're all caterers.
Yeah. Unless, Butterfly is going to remain somewhere outside, kind of like.
Yeah, Butterfly is AFK tonight, and
she's our driver.
Yeah, she'll be the driver, so she's just gonna wait in the truck regardless of what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Unless unless somebody drags a dead body to her that she has to treat, because we all know how Butterfly be.
Behind the curtain, Butterfly mentioned that she would like to be making speed heals if she has downtime.
Yes, so that is something that she could do. So we could just discount her as one of the drivers, and then just let her sit back and make speed heals. If that was her wish, I want to honor it.
Yeah, she said that. Yeah,
it was.
Yeah. So
I would like
let's
to
just discount Butterfly as part of the plan. She's gonna sit back and make speed heals in case y'all need to be fucking like recovered when you return.
Okay, Banshee, what were you gonna say?
I'm going to throw on my uniform, and I'm going to go into the bathroom and change my tech hair, which is a normal, is a blend of orange, yellow, and pink, into a normal brown color for my hair.
So trying to subdue yourself a little bit.
Nice.
Yeah, trying to blend in more as just a normal person.
Got it.
I'm going to pull my uniform up above my abs.
Does tech hair already gives you a bonus to wardrobe and style checks to be doing this, right? So like I don't need
Yes, it does.
Yeah, I don't need to invent a bonus for you, right?
Nope.
Okay, cool. So it's just a wardrobe and style check to convince people with that tech hair. Go ahead and just give me that wardrobe and style check right now. Let me see how good you guys are.
It says my chem check and tech hair are personal grooming, but if you want me to make a
personal grooming
wardrobe, I can.
No. If personal grooming is what it gives you the bonus to, then that's the roll we'll do.
All right.
Okay.
Dude. All right. Yeah. 23. Banshee just walks out looking like casual fucking caterer. like seriously, he nails this costume to the point where nobody would mistake him for anything other than being a caterer.
I would never mistake him. But I want to say that Banshee and Legion, while also being caterers, need to be prepared to doff the uniforms and mix in with the group of intellectual, pretentious assholes, if need be.
Mm-hmm.
That would be acting checks, and that doesn't have anything to do with wardrobe and style.
Right. But I'm just saying. It's called
I'll be
prep
sure to,
cooking, love.
All right.
I'll be sure to snag a smoking jacket off a coat rack when I can.
There you go.
What else are you guys doing to prepare? That's where we're really at right now, and I want to say before we get to the break, I want to give you as much prep time as possible, because after the break, we're gonna run this heist.
We already showed the photo of Dr. Linguini to Meryl.
Yes.
So she knows what he looks like. So she's prepared.
She can copy that image via the Cyberknight suit. Can she with
fit
an image?
Can she fit a uniform over like a catering uniform over her suit?
Yeah, she can recreate that catering uniform. I will say though, trying to make her look like El Heinrich in a catering uniform would probably give shit away.
So she doesn't even need to wear it, because she can make it herself look like she's wearing one. Now that she knows what it looks like.
Correct.
So we can give ours to Butterfly, just in case she needs it. The extra one. So we have 6 that are going out to everybody.
The Cyberknight suit allows her to copy the outfit and recreate the outfit.
Very cool. All right. So the only question is, what is Yam and Vile going to be doing? Yam is going to be also like a VIP, right?
I mean, if we're all coming in as caterers, then realistically what we need to do is get in and then find Heinrich and get him. So some of us are going to have to actually like, quote unquote, load and unload the truck, but like not really, because F that, I'm not feeding these assholes. While probably I, the supervisor, will look for whoever in charge, get signatures, and then all our eyes should be focused on finding this person.
So just want to do a double check of Yam's personal grooming, because are there any are there any untoward smells or emanating from Yam? I just want to...
I do want to get those like whatever checks you guys are making, to whether it's personal grooming or acting or blah blah blah. I want to get all of those roles out of the way before we go to break.
Okay, so Yam,
Yam, what are you doing? Well, it could be personal grooming, but so this is another thing I want to express to our audience, because I know for a fact that there are people who tune in to just learn the fucking game here. So, in general, players have a lot of autonomy to decide what skill they're going to use to pull off what they're trying to succeed at. And I, as the GM, have to decide what the DC is based on the skill that they choose, because some skills might be more appropriate to the situation than others. You could, if you wanted to, try to use your evasion to accomplish a task. But if that task is not suited to evasion, the DV for that check will be significantly higher. Tracking? So I'm sharing this to let you guys know there's not a specific set skill that you need to use to pull off your plan.
Okay.
You can choose what skills you're using, but if you choose a skill that's not appropriate for the task you're trying to accomplish, the DV is higher.
Is odor reduction a skill?
Well, I would say that would count in personal grooming, I think.
Or conceal reveal?
Conceal reveal could also be used to hide an object. It might be slightly more difficult than
Hide a
personal
smell?
grooming.
Okay.
Right. That's what I'm saying is like that would be a situation where I'd be like, okay, yeah, but I'm gonna add +2 to the DV because that's not the most appropriate skill.
Okay. What do you
Tracking?
want to do, Yam?
That's a wonderful question. What do I want to do? I think it's probably best if I go in with an acting check to act all official and whatnot while you all do your various other things.
All right. So you want me to roll an acting check for you? Do you want to throw any luck into this?
Yeah, let's get silly and throw 2 points of luck in.
All right.
And I don't know if my luck has been reset or not because I haven't touched
Your luck was not reset. Let me do that first. Because if I spent 2 points of luck, you were about to be at 0. Okay, you were doing acting. And you want to add 2 points of luck to this. All right, you got a 21. So you're a pretty you are pretty good at portraying what you're trying to portray.
Dave, your rolls are hidden. Just FYI.
Oh shit, am I on?
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, it still was a 21.
Yeah.
I apologize for being on secret squirrel mode.
No word.
Yeah. But yeah, so it was a 21 for Yam in your acting check. So
Does Meryl need to roll anything?
Meryl, well, we have not. I want to say I'm still waiting for you to decide what Meryl is doing because I do not feel like I have had a definitive instruction for her.
If I'm going to take a look. I'm going to go run out to the truck real quick and just do a quick inventory, see what we have in terms of like carts and stuff. You know those tall,
you have everything in there except for food. Thank you for making that check because right now there is nothing that is actually food related on those carts.
But we have like tablecloths and stuff that we can cover stuff up with, right?
Oh sure, yeah. You've got you've got a ton of basically every non-organic catering accoutrement that you might need to use for this is in the truck. However, there's no food. And the fact that you went and checked, I'm not going to make you roll for it. You're just realizing, shit, we don't have any food.
Well, I mean, that's on Butterfly, isn't it?
Time for you to whisk up some more water, nobody.
We should have
y'all were about to show up with no food. Y'all were about to show up. Y'all were about to show up with no food, and somebody caught it. And I was waiting. To see if somebody would do something to realize y'all don't have any fucking food in this truck.
Okay, so Meryl will be the food.
That is not something that the cyber suit is capable of replicating.
Well,
she cannot look like food.
No, she's just basically going to be the weight inside one of the carts.
Well, yeah. If you wanted to sneak her in that way, you could do that. But I'm still saying you have no food. So if anybody went to go and check out your truck and see y'all aren't carrying food with you, that would give you away. That is what I'm giving you. That is information I'm handing to you.
Yam. Well, we still have a budget left because you guys only really spent the money that you had on like disposable cots. So you still have money. So I guess we can spend some of that on actual food. So shall we get like
No, stop. That's a hard no. That's a horrible idea.
Well,
I have a much. We're gonna take Legion's idea with the viral meningitis. We're gonna go in and we're gonna repossess all the food.
That's last session.
That was what you guys did to confuse a bunch of dumbass guards. You're about to go into the salon of intellectuals.
We need some crudité. We need some antipasta.
Yeah. You're gonna hold on.
Yes.
You're gonna forge a document that says there was a contamination at the plant, and we need to take this food back before someone gets sick. It's gonna be one of those like 1 in 1,000 chances that you can actually get sick from it, but we for quote unquote legal reasons have to
so
take
we're
everything, and that'll
actually
give us.
confiscating the food that was
Yes,
delivered.
we're gonna go in and take the food, and that's how we'll be able to get all the bodies in, and everyone can be able to find Heinrich or whatever information we can as we're clearing tables and emptying the fucking shit. That's our fucking in.
That's actually pretty ingenious.
Yeah.
Yes, so I need you to forge a document right now that says, I don't know.
Somebody would have to make a forgery check on this. Yes.
I have to forge
Could I
it.
make a composition check to do this?
This would be specifically forgery, unfortunately.
I have level 4 with a base 8. Does anybody have better than that in forgery?
Forgery.
Anybody got better than a base 8?
I have no idea.
Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and do it. And
All right, let me see what... I do want to see what
Yam
Yam's
has.
forgery is. Forgery.
Being a businessman, you should have high forgery.
Well, not necessarily. It depends. No, he's only got a base 3.
Okay. All right, then fine. I'm going to throw 1 luck in here.
Okay, so you are forging a document that is declaring the food...
Like a health department document.
A health... Yeah. The
It
food,
is unfit for
you're there to
consumption.
show up to recall some food.
Yep. Not bad.
Hey.
Not bad.
All
18.
right. 18 is the skill, and I do have to do this as a secret roll. Give me a second. All right. I know how good that document was.
Okay. Well, 18 with a bullet. If it don't pass, it's going to be with a bullet. So that's great. I think that's a great idea. Legion, you have to, I want you, Legion, to do a quick library check or do some studying just to brush up on this spinal meningitis so that you understand if any of these, brainiacs approaches you.
Yep.
You have answers.
That would be a medicine check.
Give me a...
Or I would say either first aid or paramedics, excuse me. Wait,
Legion's been studying some of that stuff, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm actually a
I
med
would
tech.
also allow a science check or education check if...
well, they're med tech. They got the med tech, so they're good.
No, I understand. I'm saying I'm giving him options.
Okay.
It could be science, education, first aid, or paramedic.
I'm giving him magic.
You choose which skill you're rolling of those that I listed.
I will go with education.
All right. Give me an education check.
Yeah, I'm going to pop some luck on that as well.
All right.
Okay.
Nice.
That is a 22. So I will say that you feel very well educated about the disease that you are going to try and fake.
Good job.
Yep.
I also want to ask, before we go to break, is there anything else that anybody needs to do that they want to prepare before y'all head to the Mechaheart?
Yes. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. You first.
I Do I have to change my hair? I would point
You
to
don't
my
have
hair
to.
and then point to Banshee and then point to my hair and look at everybody.
So
mean,
my
it
answer
depends
as
on
the
how well you wanna
GM
fit
to
in.
that, my answer to the as the GM to that is, if you are going to mess with your tech hair to improve your personal grooming to try and fit in as a caterer, yes, that would be a role that I want you to make.
As somebody who used to work in the food business, you will need to either have some type of your hair tied up or some sort of hairnet or something because of food safety.
Point is, the tech hair gives you a +2 to your personal grooming checks that you make to this effect. So,
But she still
I'm
has to
gonna-
be approved by a chef.
I'm gonna try to wrap it in a tight bun and make it black then, I guess.
all right. And you have a 17 personal grooming to look like a caterer.
Nothing like black buns.
It's a terrible.
And I again am going to need to roll a secret roll. I just want to have these rolls out of the way so I know what's going to happen when you all arrive.
Mm-hmm.
How good?
I'm reading what Heather's writing.
Oh, yes. Thank you guys for being in the chat and participating. We love you so much. Thank you. We love you, Heather. And I'm just going to go ahead and give this meta out that, yeah, your personal grooming check was successful. You look very much like a caterer.
Very cool.
There's
There's one thing I'd like to do. Go ahead.
Well, okay. Well, I was gonna say Yam had a thing again. I wanted to get all before we go to our break. I want to get all of the pre-heist rolls out of the way that might be necessary. So, Yam, you had a thing, and then we'll come to nobody.
Yeah, rather than us making up a disease, I just want to do an education check to like pick a already established disease.
Well, that's what he just did.
That's already been that's literally what Legion
okay.
just did.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
my bad. Sorry, I was trying to eat for the first time. Then never mind, I'm good. Sorry, my bad.
Okay, then nobody. What was your last thing you wanted to do before we go to break and heist?
I happen to have one like brain dance recording of Chef Ramsay that I'd like to watch and study.
I mean, yeah, you're just throwing that out there, but I'm gonna accept it and tell you that you could make a. Well, you tell me what check you want to make to study this brain dance.
Gosh. Education?
I will accept that.
Okay. I'm going to spend 1 luck. That's a 20. Yep. Buddy.
Nice. Yeah, you feel very, very educated about how to be an asshole chef.
All right, DM.
Yeah, go ahead, Banshee.
Is it safe to assume that this uniform came with an apron?
Yeah, for sure.
In case shit hits the fan, I would like to attempt to conceal my heavy pistol.
That would be a conceal reveal check.
2 luck on this.
All right, let me throw my post roll out there that is secret that you don't know about.
So we actually have to hide our weapons too, right? Shit.
If you guys want to be concealing weapons, yes. Also, the weapon has to be concealable. So Banshee said he was concealing a pistol, which is concealable, right?
I'm not going to try and bring my fucking assault rifle into the
No. I get it. That's you are doing the right thing, and also I'm answering nobody's question. Yeah, you want to roll in here with weapons, you got to conceal them if they are concealable. That is a correct statement.
So it would say right next to conceal, it would say no, right? Yes or no?
Oh, shit.
Holy shit.
Oh, shit. I didn't hide that roll, did I? Oops. Yeah. So you're not supposed to know.
But they know. They'll know
You're not-
I'll
everything.
look around the.
You're not supposed to know that the person who is going to check you for weapons will spot you, but you're not supposed to know that. You made your check. I forgot to make that a secret roll. I apologize.
Do you
I'll
want to
look
roll?
around the room, guys. Should I try and bring heat in here? I'm not really feeling too hot about this.
No.
This is what I want to say is you don't know this, which means you tried to conceal your weapon and you're rolling in with a concealed weapon, and you don't know that you're rolling in with a concealed weapon that somebody's gonna fucking spot.
You could always re-roll it in secret if you want.
You could
Dave.
No, spend luck. No. You could spend luck to re-roll and change your circumstances. And then I will re-roll the conceal, reveal, and secret against the new roll.
So I look over at Banshee, and his pistol is kind of like sticking out, looking like he's all excited. And he's seeing a beautiful woman. I kind of slap him.
I need you to make a conceal, reveal check to see if you notice that his gun is sticking out.
Just from the way that thing is phrased.
But this is a kind of in a cool way. This is in like a brotherly way. You know, it's like, you know.
No, roll it.
Yeah, nothing weird about this. Okay, that's okay.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Roll it.
14.
Yes, 14.
That still beats him, yeah.
You notice that Banshee's shit is sticking the fuck out.
I say, is that a pistol in your pocket? You happy to see me? You know what? You think you need to do a better job on that, Banshee.
So you could use luck to re-roll your conceal reveal, and then yes, I will re-roll my secret roll against it. And this time it'll actually be secret.
You know what? I'm gonna err on the side of caution and go in as a caterer. I'll just leave my piece in the van.
Are you trying to conceal a weapon or no?
He said no.
I will leave my piece in the van.
So you're just leaving your weapons.
Yep.
All right.
I can't conceal anything. I looked at my weapons.
That negates the necessity for me to re-roll against you. Yes, if anybody's rolling in with weapons, they either need to be concealable to sell the story that you're selling, or you're just running around as a caterer with an assault weapon or a shotgun on your ass.
But I do still have my all of my Netrunner stuff.
Yes, no, absolutely. That's all. Yeah, you don't need to conceal your cyber deck or any of that shit. But if you're rolling around with weapons on your person, trust me, showing up as a caterer with an assault rifle is going to give some flags away.
Right.
So,
okay.
I'm telling you all this so that you guys can prep yourselves appropriately for how you want to roll in. If you're rolling in with weapons, they either need to be concealable or not if you're trying to sell this story.
Okay.
That being said, you feel we are right at the right time to go to our 10-minute break and give you guys the opportunity to process all about what process all of what happened and determine how you guys are going in when we come back from break. Y'all are doing your fucking run on the Mechaheart. Are you ready, or does anybody need anything else to cover before we head to break?
That's it. Are you guys good?
I do have a question about knives.
Knives are concealable, but you still would have to do the conceal reveal check.
I'm asking if the van is equipped with them. Chef's knives.
Oh yeah, there would be a set of chef's knives in the van. Yes.
Then I'm just going in with that as my weapon. Thank you.
So you're just cool. Anybody else?
I'm gonna carry the whisk.
All right, with that, it is 8:15 by my clock, so we return at 8:25 Pacific time, ladies and gentlemen, and stay tuned, and we will see how the Cyberknights pull this heist off. Welcome, welcome. And we just left off with the Cyberknights basically forming the finality of their heist plan against the Mechaheart to
Actually,
go and acquire Mr. L. Heinrich.
I just need one quick check. I was planning on bringing both of my grenades. I have a sleep grenade and a frag grenade.
Those are both concealable. Yep, those are both concealable. So give me a conceal reveal check.
Okay. Okay, fine.
I would also like to make a check for the same thing, except mine are tear gas.
Either way, yep. If you're trying to sneak something in, there's a conceal reveal check.
Not bad. 20
rolls.
Vial's a 16 and nobody's a 20 and
my grenades just make me look like an older man, like a grandpa.
I also would like to scribble a small note for the doctor if any of us get an opportunity.
Mike, I hate to say it, but your roles are still not private.
me. Well, I know they're private to the channel, but I think they still go through to the chat. When I'm on when I do the secret squirrel, I think the chat still sees my rolls, but you guys don't in the
Chat
game.
can't see rolls.
Oh yeah, no, you didn't.
Now they can.
Okay.
Sorry, what was Banshee doing? Or was it Legion?
I think it was me.
Yeah.
I was just saying that I was writing out a note. If any of us get a chance to not even directly interact with Heinrich, something that we can just drop right next to him. Basically stating that Arasaka's after 2, we have a safe house, and if interested, go to the kitchens, and we'll get you out of here.
All right. I would allow a composition check of that kind. I would also allow you to inquire if there's anybody in the party who is better at writing shit like this than you are.
Right? Let's see.
I.e., there is definitely somebody in this party
Yeah,
who is absolutely
yeah.
better at composition than you are.
Yeah, my composition's at level 0, base 6.
Yeah, it's about the same as me.
But I do know there's somebody in the party with amazing composition.
Was that Yam?
No, that's your rocker boy.
Oh. Banshee.
It's
All right, do you mean to write something?
yeah.
I'm cheap.
I have no idea what you just said. You cut out.
Yeah. Just need a small note, something that we can readily toss, basically, to Heinrich, if any of us get anywhere close to him. Basically telling him that Arasaka's after us too. We have a safe house, and we can get him out safe if he goes to the kitchens.
Okay.
All right.
Go
So
ahead,
if
man.
Banshee wants
Make
to try
mine.
and write that note out, that would be a composition check.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely do that. Throw 2 more luck on this.
Mm-hmm. Excellent.
Okay. Nice.
17.
Not bad.
All right. So, is there anything, literally anything else you guys feel that you need to do to prep this heist?
Yeah.
Because this is literally last call for prep.
I need to do some
And-
calisthenics.
All right. Give me an athletics check.
No, I'm just joking. I'm not.
I'm
You're making me do it now, right? Okay. Athletics.
Nobody just starts doing some calisthenics. We'll see how impressive they are.
Yeah, not. Oh no, not bad.
16's not horrible.
Not
No,
bad.
yeah. It definitely looks like he's getting a good workout on. I wouldn't say like nobody's looking at you and seeing like this is an impressive power builder, freaking Muscle Beach motherfucker. But at the very least, it seems like you know what you're, and you're not going to hurt yourself trying to work out.
As opposed to IRL.
I mean,
yeah.
I didn't want to call you out. But you can call yourself. You can call yourself out all you want.
That's right. No worries.
Okay. So, anything else though? Does anybody else have any?
Any of you bloody buggers got anything else you want to do?
Yeah, that's a question.
Sputter
I'd like
spits.
to remember to bring the lamb sauce so I don't anger Chef Ramsay.
Ah, yes. Don't forget the lamb sauce. There you go. So, about an hour later, after you guys are all done with your prep and ready to rock and roll and make your way to the Mechaheart, you guys pull up in your stolen catering van, and I need to know who is heading towards the Mechaheart door first. Like, who's
Obviously.
approaching?
Obviously, it's Yam. He's leading this brigade.
Yeah. I'm yelling at the peons.
I suppose I'll go with Yam as the resident expert on the disease.
Good idea.
All right, so Yam and Legion are heading into the Mechaheart first. And you see something resembling a receptionist at the front entrance. Somebody who is definitely here to make sure whether or not you're supposed to be here. Pardon me. And yes, you see this person right here.
Greetings, ma'am.
It's I prefer they them pronouns. Thank you very much.
Apologies. We're here from. I'm just going to point to the logo and pass the paperwork over. We're here to reclaim the food.
So here's what I'm going to say based on all of the rolls that happened earlier. The paperwork is in order, but this person did spot the grenades on your person and says, okay, but do you need those?
Now, Legion and Yam didn't have them. It was me and...
Yeah.
Yam had grenades.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yep.
Oh.
I remembered. I was paying attention.
I wasn't bringing any weapons with me.
Or was it Legion then?
No,
One of you.
It was me and Vile.
Yeah.
Oh, you and Vile had grenades. Then
Yeah.
never mind.
Yeah.
I am talking out of my ass. This person does not spot grenades on you because you are not one of the ones who was concealing weapons.
All right, cool.
I just know I rolled above somebody's conceal check. Yeah. I apologize. There were a lot of rolls pre-break.
No worries.
And I already tell you, Viles was 16 on the conceal, and nobody's was 20, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Excellent. Thank you for the reminder. But still, yes, all of your paperwork does seem to be in order.
Excellent.
And the person says, if you want to go back into the kitchen and collect the food, and they offer to start escorting you to where that is.
Excellent. Do we should we tell the team to follow suit?
This would be the appropriate time to be like, hey, team, follow me. Yes.
All right, yeah, cool. I will in the non-butterfly group chat. Tell the team to get on in here.
All right, so that would be Banshee and nobody and Vile.
And Meryl's got to be with us too.
And Meryl, thank you for the reminder there.
Yeah.
Well, okay. This
Do
is
we have
actually a
to look at
valid
the card?
question. At this point, you have not necessarily needed to pull in your double.
But
Right now-
she's in the cart that I'm pushing.
Yeah, she's still in the truck. Yes.
No, in the cart that's
Catering
covered.
part.
Whoa.
Catering cart that's covered with
Tablecloth.
Right.
tablecloths.
That's right.
Yes. So I'm kind of pushing it in. All right, guys. Let's not make a mess out of this. Let's do it. You know what? I'm just sick of this. Let's just do what we got to do. Get the hell out of here.
All right. What? I don't need to give you control of Meryl because you have GM permissions, Mr. Nobody. I'm going to ask you to just move Meryl with you if she's in front of your cart.
All right.
So yes, this person who came at the or let you guys in because your paperwork was in order starts showing you towards the kitchen, heading this direction.
Yep.
Wow.
And you are inside the Mechaheart.
Can I do a perception check to kind of get a sense of the surroundings?
By all means.
That's a
Hey,
25.
Very nice. So there seem to be several chambers in here. You do recognize that there is a door right here, which seems like a back exit, and almost even feels like it should have been the exit caterers normally would have come through, but your paperwork was on point. There's another door leading into a chamber that goes outside of the kitchen that you can see. And then, of course, you see another door going into a main conference hall in this room over here.
All right, let's go, guys. Come on. Got a job to do.
And you see this man Crank. This man Crank is your he is the chef for the Mechaheart, and he's like, "Hey, what are you guys all doing here?" And the person who is at the front says, "Oh yeah, these guys say that they have a bunch of food that they need to recall. They're from All Foods," and shows Crank the paperwork, and he starts bitching and moaning and complaining about people being in his kitchen, but the paperwork seems to be completely in order, and he steps aside to let you do your job, but you can tell that he is very upset about the intrusion into his kitchen.
Excellent. I want to step to Crank and be like, listen, bud, I understand you're upset. I can't help you with that, all right? I'm just here to smooth things over. Is there any food that's been being served in any other location right now that we need to gather? Because we need to get all of the food out of here.
He can, well, first of all, give me your, I want a persuasion or conversation or some kind of check for you to appeal yourself to this man and make him willing to share any information with you whatsoever.
Could I help Yam by describing the symptoms that the patients, should anyone be infected?
I will tell you right now that that would not improve this person's attitude about the intrusion to his kitchen. That would just be back. Like he already read that on the paper.
Right. Okay. All right. Fair enough.
All right, cool. I'm gonna roll a persuasion.
All right.
I'm wondering if I have a higher persuasion than Yam.
21. All right. Let's see what this guy's human perception is. Oop, why am I still rolling that secret? Well, doesn't matter. It was a 10. Yeah, you are very persuasive and have at the very least made it so that Crank is, I mean, he's still annoyed and upset that his kitchen is being raided, but he's way more understandable about the situation. It doesn't seem like he is going to leave his kitchen until this is done.
That's fine. My question to him was there any other food that's served, or is there any food that is not in the kitchen that we need to go gather? Like, is there someone eating something or about to drink something that came out of this kitchen?
There might be some food that had been prepared based on this information that you've given him that's already been delivered to the main conference hall.
All right, god damn it! Now I gotta talk. I gotta talk to these people. That's not your fault, Frank. I'm sorry. It's not your fault. Taking my frustration out on you. God, it smells delicious in here. Props to you though. And then I'm gonna be like, I'll turn to Legion and be like, hey, we gotta go talk to everyone in the main hall about what's going on.
Indeed.
They've ingested the food already.
Yes. Agreed.
All right, and the person at the front indicates the main conference hall is through this door right here where I'm pinging.
All right, excellent. Do you need to announce us, or can we just walk in? This is my first time here.
He says he needs to get back to the front, and if you have any further questions, talk to Crank.
All right, cool. Tap out, yeah.
You mean they?
Yes, they. You're right. I did say he, and then I said they had they them preferences. Thank you for remembering that. We are all inclusive here.
All right, everyone else, go start loading up the truck. Me and the boy here got it. I don't know why I called you the boy. That's a thing now.
Well, is there another way we're going here?
You're going straight back to the kitchen by Crank.
So kitchen, yeah. So here's the thing: Crank has been informed that y'all are here to collect some food.
Yeah. So
but
the food is in the dining room, isn't it?
Most of it here in the kitchen, yes. There is Crank will go ahead and open this door to the storeroom back here. And but it was indicated, yes, some food was served to people here in the main conference hall.
Well, I need to be where the...
You need to be packing the truck up.
Yeah, you guys need to figure out how you're just...
Okay.
This is your heist, man. Fucking roll it.
Okay, well, I am going to go ahead and get in the back here and, figure out where the food is and start packing it up. And
and then, of course, you've got Meryl there with you, just hiding in the cart.
And I'm going to jump on the group chat and just say, let us know if you need the professor.
All right. So meanwhile, so it looks like nobody and Meryl and possibly Violet, if she was heading in that direction, it looked like, are just going and selling the story by collecting all of this perfectly good food because there's nothing wrong with it. So y'all are just stealing food from this place to sell your heist.
I do have a quick question.
Go ahead.
As I put the food on the cart, there's less room for Meryl.
Correct.
Is that going to run into an issue? Am I going to have more food?
Yeah. If you're going to actually start stacking food on this cart, Meryl's not going to be able to stay in the cart. That is
so
true.
I am going to actually dump some of the food in one of these vats.
I'm happy to help carry stuff. I just can't get over there.
Well, literally, you guys are right now. You guys are basically, you've already sold yourselves to be going back and forth between the storeroom and your truck.
Okay, fine. Then then I'll just load what I can around Meryl. She's going to be, those magicians with they used to saw the lady in half.
Yeah.
And lady would have to kind of contort to fit between the different
Yeah.
sections.
So I'm going to make a contortionist check for her because that's an actual skill. That is a 12, which I will say basically she's able to squeeze herself to cover half the cart.
Okay, well, if I see anything bulging out, I'll kind of remind her.
So. Well, what I'm saying is you have half the cart worth of space to load up.
Very cool. Okay, cool.
I'm gonna grab a bag of potatoes or something and make it look like I'm helping for sure.
Okay.
All right, so you guys can be going back and forth from the kitchen to actually, and very specifically, there is this door right here, which is for loading and unloading. This is really where so from this room to this room. Meanwhile, we have Banshee, Yam, and Legion, who have entered the room, which is the main conversation hall. You see somebody who looks exactly like Leo Heinrich. Well, I thought you were with them. I was assuming you were with them.
Yeah, I'm with them now.
Okay. I was just assuming because you were down here and they were up there.
Am I going in the right way?
Yeah.
The door's right here.
Yeah, I put you there.
Okay.
There you go. So you see somebody who looks very much like Leo Heinrich, the man that you have been looking for right here, and he's just engaged in conversation with this other man next to him, and they are both eating and drinking food and beverages from the kitchen.
So I'm going to approach them, and I'm going to try and slip Heinrich the note as I say, gentlemen, my apologies. I am an attaché with All Foods, and we have reason to believe that the food may have been tainted. I'm very sorry, but I am going to have to collect your food and ensure that it has been properly disposed of.
All right. I need some kind of check from you. Yes, the letter that Banshee composed was exquisite, but I need some kind of check from you as you're handing the letter to Heinrich to determine how he is going to react to the letter.
Let's see.
So that could be conversation, that could be persuasion, that could be, it's up to you what skill you want to use.
Let's see. What is my persuasion at? Pretty good. Yeah, I'll use persuasion.
All right. Let's see your roll.
Yep, and I am going to go ahead and pop luck on that.
Good one.
Hey.
Nice.
24. Let's see what Heinrich's human perception is. Probably not that high. 11. Yeah. He sees the letter, he buys it, he looks at you and gives you a nod. And then I legitimately want to, like, literally not even a minute to go refill my drink before we continue.
No worries.
Yeah, I just need a beverage break. Give me two.
Okay.
1 to 2 minutes.
Meanwhile, Meryl and Vile and I are all kind of like loading back and forth, and it's really exciting. This manual labor. I was made for this. All that acting prep was just like so worth it because my accent really helps me lift food. But the chef hat, the toque, is like perfection. It sells everything. It just sells it. So yes. I look at Meryl. I say, "How you doing, kiddo? You all right?" She looks at me. Says, You're so handsome. But yes, I'm okay. While the DM is away, I will voice the NPCs however the hell I want.
While Violet looks at Mr. Nobody while he's talking to himself, throwing away food on the cart. What are you doing?
We finally learned that we got no shot with butterflies, so you're moving on to the next person. A person in a suit who can make it look like exactly like her.
Yes.
All right, I has returned. Thank you for your patience.
Oh yes. So we've been behaving ourselves completely. Well,
I'm sure.
Totally.
I'm sure you've been behaving yourselves in such a way that we have another embarrassing clip to promote on and 90% sure it involves Bailey.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Only for the punchline.
Yeah.
Credit.
Yeah, Bailey definitely.
Me
brought
life
it
is
home.
a glass that is half full of piss.
That's right.
All right. So, yes, Heinrich kind of just gives Legion a nod of understanding.
And I'll pick up their plates and walk out and just chuck them in the bin. Actually, strike that. I will. God damn it.
Yeah, I can't get out either.
There we go.
There you go.
And I will go to where nobody and Vile are
And
collected.
Leo Heinrich just starts walking out and starts following Vile and Nobody towards the catering truck.
Yep, and we're actually. I'm gonna go past the chef and excuse me, getting the lust of this. Thank you very much. And kind of leading the way, kind of like trying to distract the chef, so he's not paying attention to who's walking by him.
Mm-hmm.
And meanwhile, I'm going to go back to Yam and Banshee and tell them, all right, the food has been properly collected and we are ready to go.
All right. And you guys managed to get El Heinrich to follow you fairly blindly, but trusted the documentation that you guys had sent to him and arrive.
I will
Aren't you-
make
aren't
my
you-
way out, leaving my clone stuck in my door.
Aren't you glad you spent hours prepping this map?
I mean, right, dude, y'all. I did. Like, there could have
By
been
the
a
way,
showdown.
it looks gorgeous with the lighting effects.
Thank you for saying that, because yes, I did a lot of work to prep
It
this
won't let
map,
me
and
move
you
through
guys, and then you guys just like completely just
there we go.
RP'd a bypass towards everything that I had set up to be in opposition to you in this event. So kudos to y'all.
We are just like, the non-violent. We're the non-violent gang now.
Yeah, so you guys managed to just get El Heinrich to follow you blindly with very convincing information, and arrive back at the safe house outside your catering truck.
Well, actually, in the back of the truck while we're driving, I introduce Heinrich to Meryl.
Well, I figured there was going to be some RP about all of this shit, and I was just bringing you guys back to the safe house for that.
No worries. Okay, fine.
But yeah, no, if you wanted to say that some of this conversation happened in the truck, I'm not mad. I don't have a separate map for you guys to be talking inside of a truck.
It's okay. We don't always need a map. It's
So
okay.
we are heading back to the safe house, where you guys now get to explain yourselves to El Heinrich, and I will say he doesn't feel kidnapped, but he definitely understands the this is not a normal situation, and but he also was smart enough not to make a fuss in the middle of the Mechaheart, where you guys had overwhelming opposition if he had made put up a fight.
So
Yeah.
I just basically say, Dr. Heinrich or Professor Heinrich, this is a young lady who needs your help desperately. We've done some research, and we've determined that you're one of the few people in this world who can help her. And I asked Meryl if she wants to, kind of describe what this situation is.
So Leo Heinrich immediately comes to take a look at Meryl, and especially since she's no longer using the cyber suit or the Cyberknight suit to impersonate anybody, and she's just sitting there wearing it. It's obvious to him, and he recognizes his own work.
Yeah.
And basically ignores you completely.
Well, see, that's why I had her in the cart, because I didn't want her to use any energy to try and disguise herself.
Right.
So
No, I understand.
sure. So
yeah, right now she never actually had to use any of that energy, and I was paying attention to that. Yeah.
because I'm very compassionate, I understand these things.
So Leo immediately goes and starts examining his own work, and then sees the fried unit that is connected to Meryl's cerebellum, and he says, "I am sorry. There is literally nothing I can do. The damage is too great. You might as well just let me go, and I will disappear. You never saw me, and I will tell nobody nothing."
So no options. Is there any other options you can think of that we can do without you?
Give me a, I want to say persuasion, conversation, some kind of check to get him to reveal more.
I'm going to do a.
I would even allow a cyberware check to, if you wanted to incorporate your insight on the tech itself in your response.
No, my persuasion's higher. So
Okay.
And for this, I'm adding 2 luck.
Okay.
That's a 19. No, 19.
Leo says, "Well, there is technology inside Arasaka Tower. Not obviously the nuked Arasaka Tower, but where they are operating out of now." To be clear. So no, this isn't a mission to the fucking Black Zone. But he says that Arasaka is in possession of a device that Leo could use to safely separate Meryl from the suit. But he says to you, if you plan to try and infiltrate Saka to get this, you might as well kill me now, because if you don't survive the attempt, I will need to go completely underground.
Would you be willing to teach one of us how to use that tech?
Sure. Do you have 20 years and literally my entire background of experience that I use to create it? Because that's what it's going to take to teach somebody else how to do this.
All right. So, next question: do we have to? Can we steal the machine, or do we have to break it and use the machine? That's the clarification I'm asking of him right now.
Can we acquire the machine, or do we have to do it on site?
I could build an appropriate chamber with certain components from the original machine. So those would be two options. One, bringing Merrill to the machine. Two, stealing the appropriate components so that he could do a jury rigged version of the machine offsite.
Would you be willing to stay here in our safe house until such time as it is no longer safe?
Until I don't. Yeah, he says until he feels like this is no longer a safe house, he'll stay. But if at any point he feels it's no longer safe to be here, he's gonna book.
Okay.
Absolutely, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
What do you need to build the machine besides those parts? Like, what can we start gathering you now while we plan to get those other parts?
If the goal is to build a machine on site, he's going to require at least 15,000 eddies worth of materials.
I've got 10,000 eddies.
Well, we're gonna. Have you called anyone about selling the van yet? Nobody.
No, not yet. So
Yeah, speaking of the van, what are we gonna do with the food that we got?
with that we can bring in here.
Yeah, that's
I
going.
mean,
Yeah.
y'all can just eat that shit.
Start making
Yeah,
fabulous
that's
dinner
what I
if you
was
guys want it.
figuring.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to
You
get
guys
it.
stole half a catering cart of food stuffs for
We
the
went
safe
back
house.
and forth a couple times, I thought.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
did.
you-
Yeah.
Oh, you did go back and forth a couple of times. So, yeah, let's just say,
A full cart, just about. A full truck almost.
let's
quarters.
just say you've got a full truck of food to supply the safe house.
So I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Food is not a huge issue at the safe house
So I'm gonna do a quick call to. Well, I'm gonna do
for the
it
moment, anyway.
I want to sell the van real quick, but and they're looking for me too, aren't they? Well, they know. The Saka ninjas are not looking for me. They don't know me.
You are currently not on their radar. That is correct.
So I'm going to actually go off-site to facilitate the sale.
You would be able to contact Ori to fence the vehicle, and your cut would be 2,000 eddies.
Okay. Which I will take since nobody's there to second guess me. And so do I have to roll a haggle?
No, I'm just saying what you're getting. This is fixer to fixer, so I'm not throwing a haggle in there because what you want me to haggle against you? I've got better stats.
What's the profit after the 2,000 that I sold?
I'm saying that your cut of selling the catering truck is 2,000 eddies.
Oh, well, but what about their cut? That's
Ori isn't telling you his cut. He's saying your cut, the finder's fee, blah blah blah. He's facilitating it.
So you're saying that my finder's fee is actually what goes to the group?
Well, what you do with that money is up to you.
Fuck me. I just can't win for losing, can I?
I mean,
okay, fine. I just give the 2,000s to the group. I thought I could get more than that. That's seems a bit
right.
low.
I mean, it probably seems low,
You
but
know what?
again,
I don't want to deal with Ori. I don't want to deal with Ori. I'm going to sell it directly myself. I don't want to give him a cut.
I'm still saying you're getting I decided you're getting 2,000 eddies for it. That's what we're getting at.
Fine. Okay. All right. 2,000. I come in with 2,000. Here, take it.
All right. So you guys, you offered 10K and now you have 2K. So you guys still have 3,000 eddies that you are short to build a new machine. And he still needs components from the original machine because he cannot source those components from anywhere else.
Yeah, I want to need all the information he can share about the security protocols from front door to where the machine is.
Yeah, he doesn't have all that. He was a scientist. He was a builder. He does not have security protocols to give you.
So he didn't go through security or anything like that?
I mean, he went through security, but he can't tell you what things are like now. after the major security breach that just happened, it's 100% certain that their security protocols have been changed since.
Wait, what breach?
The theft of the Cyberknight suit.
We didn't. I didn't know it was stolen. Mousy said she found it.
Yeah, that doesn't matter to Sokka.
Interesting. All right, I should have thought of that.
Yes, the Cyberknight suit was stolen before it entered into Mousy's possession.
Yeah, that totally tracks. I have to rethink for a minute.
All right, so we need another 3,000 eddies. Who's gonna
That is
who's
true.
gonna cough that up? I just worked my ass off for lousy 2,000 eddies. Here you go.
I
12,000 technically.
was saving my 2,000 from the original amount that we had for upgrading the lair for specifically for.
Well, that's where the first 10,000 is coming from.
Yeah.
Oh, never
Yes.
mind.
Yes. That's
All right,
the first
I have
10,000
3,000
is-
eddies. You can have, I guess.
Okay, so with
So
okay.
so are you coughing up 3,000 eddies from your own account to cover this?
Yes.
All right. So you guys have the 15,000 eddies to get the materials for Heinrich to build the machine. He will be obviously staying back here to build said machine with that money and those supplies that you guys acquire for him. However, there are components that are from the original machine, like I said, that he cannot separate her without.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'll let somebody else talk.
What? So then, what I would ask Heinrich is, I need detailed instructions on how to remove the pieces that you need and any particulars for transportation.
He can provide you a list of components that he needs you to remove. Yes,
Speaking of which, are there
and a description of said components that would make them identifiable.
is there
Go ahead.
is there any time during this that these components are transported from one place to another, one part of the company to another?
Oh wait, do you mean are you asking like if the components themselves have a decay?
No, I'm asking if the components are they always stay where they are, or do they order new components and then ship them from one like compound to the other?
These are unique components that he designed, and so it's gonna have
They're
replacements.
static. Okay, so okay, so they're only one location that we have to get into.
Correct.
Okay.
And it is an Arasaka facility.
Can you tell us which
I
facility?
I will tell you that I still have the facility to build. As a GM, just being honest, I have a next step to prepare for you guys.
We're going straight to the big bad right now.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, that's not happening.
All roads lead to Arasaka, huh?
Mm-hmm.
It does feel, yeah, you guys are going to have to pull one last heist to get some Arasaka tech in order to free Meryl from her predicament.
That's fine. I assumed we'd have to do at least 3 more, so this is much better.
Something tells me our luck is about to run out. Our violentless luck.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, everyone strap up for next episode.
Yeah. No.
Yeah,
kidding.
no, I promise you. I mean, like, I don't want to be, spoiler alert, but yeah, we've had 2 sessions without combat. The Arasaka
Oh,
heist
no.
will not be as easy.
Yeah.
I'm foreseeing a lot of nat 10s in our future.
Yeah. Just
So yeah, now we are. That's basically how do you guys want to plan, prep, and get ready for making a move against Sokka? Or well, you do still have no. All the money was coughed up. You have the money to build the machine. Heinrich will need at least 2 weeks to build the machine with those 15,000 eddies. So,
Well, hold on. Does Mousy have that long?
Mousy,
Is he able to stabilize her?
he can
We also have the back to tank.
prevent Mousy from
Wrong IP. Joe.
He can prevent Mousy from regressing further with treatments that he can provide for her here. So he would have to remain here with her to basically keep her from suffering. And if she were to use the Cyberknight suit any further, he can't, guarantee that there won't be further loss of life energy.
Yeah, well,
but he can at least stabilize her while he is in her presence. Yes.
Okay.
All right, cool. So then Mousy will hang out here with you while you're doing the thing. So we got 2 weeks it's going to take him. We got to spend at least a week formulating a plan and gathering information minimum.
Well, while everybody else has to stay low, I actually can hustle, make some money, but I've got IP and I've got Eurobucks that I want to spend. So
Absolutely. I don't want to say we're in downtime, but we are in downtime in as much as you guys have 2 weeks to be planning a heist and preparing yourselves if that involves therapy, purchasing equipment, et cetera, et cetera. Absolutely. This is a good time to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, if you guys wanted to hustle, and I will say everybody would still be granted the opportunity to hustle, regardless of, having your main jobs kind of focused on. That's kind of the whole point of the hustle, right? So if how about we do that? Let's do we have this week that is happening.
Well, Dave, I just want to point out, Dave, that they can't hustle. They can't work if they're
they
hiding.
can. No. That's what I'm saying is, yes, they can. They can still hustle, but they just can't go to their main jobs.
Oh, okay.
So let's go ahead and do a hustle roll for everybody. Let's go down the line and see what you guys can make during the week while Heinrich is beginning his development of this new machine.
Do the hustle.
Yep.
Yes.
That's it. All right, let me bring up my... I thought I had it up already, but I was wrong. Okay. Okay, let me bring up the hustle chart, and we will go down the line, and let's start with you, Mr. Nobody.
I'm doing the fixer hustles.
No, it is your most recent role rank.
Can I spend some IP to up my rank?
If you are spending IP right now to up your fixer rank, then yes, you would do a fixer hustle.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Do you have the IP?
Necessary?
Do you have the IP necessary to go up a rank in fixer?
What what I'm checking now here. Gosh darn.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. How much from
what's your current fix?
7. I want to go to 7 to 8. 7 to 8.
You want to go to 7 or 8?
I'm
from
going
7 to 8?
From 7 to 8.
From 7 to 8. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So from 7 to 8, you are looking at where's my fucking chart?
And that's I've been scrolling through here, trying to find the chart.
480.
480 IP to go from 7 to 8. There you go.
I can do that.
All right. So go ahead and spend the 480 IP and increase your fixer rank to 8, and then you can do a fixer hustle.
Okay. I could do that.
All right.
I have
So
the technology. Okay.
for your fixer hustle, I need a D6.
Does my haggle also go up to 8?
Well, your fixer rank goes up to 8, and that will affect your haggle, yes. But this is a hustle roll, and the hustle roll is just a straight D6 roll. You cannot haggle. Well, no. I think you can haggle as a fixer because it's a fixer. Yes. So anyway, I need a D6 from you.
Straight D6. Okay, fine.
Straight D6.
Okay. Gosh darn. Okay. Oh, geez. Okay.
All right. For a 1,
That's the best roll of all.
you got a media some information for a good bribe. You made 600 eddies. You can make a haggle roll to get, what is it, 20% more.
Okay, cool.
So that would be an additional 120 eddies.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to spend the last of my luck. Well, actually, I just 2 luck. I just spend there. Hang on. There we go. That's a 15.
All right. 15 is good enough. You get the extra 120 eddies. So instead of 600, you get 720 eddies for this job.
Beautiful.
All right. Who else wants to do a hustle?
I will.
All right, Legion.
I'll do one.
What is your most recent roll?
Level 4 medtech.
Level 4 medtech. Thank you. Give me your D6.
Yep, already done.
All right. That is a
1.
Oh, that is a 1. All right. For a 1, level 4 medtech. You patched up someone after a firefight for 100 eddies.
All right.
All right. Who else wants to hustle?
I'll do one.
All right. Banshee, give me your D6.
All right.
All right. 3 and Rocker Boy, yes?
Yep. Rank 6.
Rank 6 Rocker Boy. All right. Rank 6 Rocker Boy for a... What did you just roll? I just lost it. 3.
Hustle.
Rank 6 Rocker Boy on a 3, you get 500 eddies for playing a big gig for a rich corporate or local personality. All right, who else is hustling?
I would like to hustle, but I would like to propose a different role.
What is the most recent role that you ranked up in?
I only have ranks in executive, but
Okay.
I was going to ask if I could roll a different thing in
No.
place of no. Okay,
No.
that's
So
fair.
rank 7 exec. Give me your hustle roll. D6.
5.
All right, a 5, rank 7 exec. You pulled off a major project success and gained a bonus from the head office for 500 eddies. And I feel like the only one who hasn't done a hustle roll yet is Vile.
So I don't think that I have enough information on the thing that I'm currently researching to do a hustle roll. But if there's something
The
else
hustle
that I
is
can...
separate from creating a story.
Okay, then yeah, let's do it.
All right, what is your rank in media?
My rank in media is 4.
All right, so give me a D6.
Hey.
All right, that is a 6. Nice. So, for media, rank 4, you get, you wrote an expose that blew the lid off of a major topic and got 300 eddies.
Nice.
All right. And now we are at the point where I want to say, A, major plot point was resolved, and combat was avoided, even though it was possible. So I am granting 150 IP for the session tonight, in addition to the 20 IP for the recap. So total 170 IP as the Cyberknights are going into plotting their assault on Arasaka.
Nice.
I'm upgrading my abs, baby.
Mm-hmm. So, you guys all made some money from some hustles. You got some IP for the session, and I feel like this is a great place to close it out for the night.
Yeah.
For sure.
And when we come back next week, the Cyberknights are taking on Asaka facility.
I would like to do something before we wrap up.
By all means, yes.
I would like to call Yam over to me in the safe house.
All right. So Banshee and Yam kind of have a little side conversation here, if Yam is amenable to it.
Yes.
I will bring the black guitar case with me for this.
Okay.
Yam, and I will start to undo the latches on the side of the case. I think if we're gonna do this Sokka smash and grab, we got to do a classic play, and I will open the case to reveal one of Johnny Silverhand's guitars.
And ladies and gentlemen, yes, this is part of Banshee's life path. He actually is in possession of a guitar that was belonging to Johnny Silverhand.
Dun dun dun.
What is your plan? What do you want to do?
Let's stage a good old-fashioned riot.
And this is why I love the rocker boy roll. Oh, God, this is so great. Oh, man, I'm looking forward to next week so hard already. Continue, please. I don't want to interrupt too hard, but I just got a GM boner.
I have actually been working on an idea for a riot. Violet is vocalist, if I remember correctly, and I have been practicing my guitar. If you are, or do you want to play it? I thought you played bass.
I do play bass. This I can play it a little, but I am nowhere near as good as the man who owned it.
I wouldn't say I'm anywhere near as skilled as he is, but I have been practicing my guitar.
I was. Should we reach a peaceful resolution, I was going to give this to Mousy.
Peaceful? Do you mean resolution where we survive? Because that seems more likely. There will be bloodshed.
The resolution in which she is able to get out of that chrome coffin.
Oh, yes. Okay, yeah, totally. That is something I'm hoping we can achieve. Yes. Poor girl's been through enough. Let's get her out of that fucking hellhole. So I guess you need to start spreading the word. Call your. We're gonna have to go through Nobody, since he's the only one that doesn't have ninjas on his ass. But we're gonna have to just start spreading the groundworks of a giant concert. We'll set a date, but we won't set a location until we have a firm plan, and then we'll go from there. We need to do some recon.
After Sokka being an indirect target on my back for 20 years, it's time to get a little bit more direct.
I think we should go shopping. There's a few things you might need.
I think I'm gonna need some serious amplifiers for this.
All right, fantastic. So it seems like we have a plan for next week. You guys are going to be gearing up for this assault on the Arasaka facility that L. Heinrich has provided for you as being the location where the tech exists that he needs. He is going to be spending the next 2 weeks building the machine that he needs to be able to separate Meryl from the Cyberknight suit. And y'all are planning on starting a riot to cover your fucking assault on the tower. So I am looking forward to next week, and I really hope the rest of our Sputter fans are looking forward to this next episode, because it's gonna be epic.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, as this is normally a downtime situation week, there would normally be expenses for you to maintain your lifestyles and apartments and whatnot. But right now, y'all basically all let your leases lapse at your apartments because you're staying at this safe house, unless you guys want to continue spending money to maintain your residences, in which case, yes, you actually have to. So the question for everybody at the end of the session is, are you paying your rent or not?
No.
God, no.
I don't have rent, so no.
Fair. Your rent is just paid being an executive, regardless of whether or not you're staying there.
I gave Heinrich all my money, so no, I'm not paying my rent this month.
Okay, and we don't get to hear from Butterfly, but I do want to get her answer in chat. So that's something. If nobody's paying rent, that means all your leases lapse, which means when you leave the safe house, you will need to find new residencies.
Yeah, all I have is my waifu pillow. So I don't need it. That's all I kind of left behind. So other than that, I'm just what's on my back.
Question is the waifu pillow? Is it Judy or Pan Am?
Definitely Pan Am. Definitely Pan Am, baby.
Do I still get paid as an exec?
You do still get your that's what you just hustled to get paid as an exec. You just did. You just got paid an exec. You did the thing.
Oh, well, we had worked out I have a weekly income.
Yeah, that was for a night market that's no longer being maintained.
Yeah, the nomads took pick up. They pulled up stakes and went back out to the desert. Well,
Okay.
You can establish a new night market, but you got to RP establishing a new night market, because your night market, the one that was giving you regular income, is no longer being maintained.
Well, if they're trying to keep a low profile, I'm certainly going to advise against them, Yam doing anything like that.
Well, I just assumed we kept selling purple nurple. I didn't know it was only at the night market. That's my bad, I guess.
Well, no. You do still have your purple nurple income, and that is reflected by the hustle.
Okay.
That's you continuing to do your executive shit.
Gotcha.
All right, guys, take care. We love you.
If I may.
What?
If I may. Okay. Just to, again, just to establish some understanding of the game setting in itself. your daily grind, your hustle, your income from just doing your regular job is not how you make eddies in this game. The way you make eddies in this game is by pulling off jobs. That's the whole point of being an edge runner. Is you're a merc, but you also have a side gig, and that's your day job. That's your hustle. Right? So your main source of income is being a merc.
So flipping burgers is not going to do it?
Flipping burgers is not going to make you a legend of Night City. That's for damn sure.
Okay. Just want to be clear on that.
Right? Because that's the goal, right? Go out in a blaze of glory. Be a legend. Get a drink named after you in the afterlife. That's the goal.
That's right.
All right?
Too much. All right, guys. Well, you know what? Unfortunately, after tonight, the toque will be retired. So enjoy it while you can.
No more chef's hat, nobody. All right, fantastic. Well, that was an amazing session. I loved it. And once again, the Cyberknights managed to pull off 2 in a row with no combat. That's impressive in this game because
How did we do that?
I don't know, but I guarantee you it's not happening a third time. Some shit will be fighting back when you go to Sokka. There is no diplomatic way to accomplish the next leg of this mission.
Yeah, definitely. We'll need to spend some time logged in to do some upgrades and stuff.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for spending another evening with the Cyberknights. We hope you enjoyed yourselves. And let's go ahead and kick it off to the rest of the crew and have you guys say your goodnights.
Say goodnight, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, chat. I'll see you Saturday for Tomb of Annihilation.
And thank you for that quick plug, and I don't want to let it go to waste. Yes, we will see you guys again this Saturday for Tomb of Annihilation for those who are tuning in to our other current show on Sputter Media. Bi-weekly Saturdays, Tomb of Annihilation. Mr. October over here plays Professor Midnight, the Warforged Time Wizard. So, and also, of course, Sola is in that game. She's not with us tonight, and but you will love that show as much as you love this show. I promise. If you haven't checked it out, please do so.
Okay, are we ready to say goodbye finally?
I think so.
Yeah,
Unbelievable. Sputter, do you have anything to say? Okay, he's done. Yeah. Later, people.
Good night, all.
Good night, chat.